What's up, guys? So in today's video we'll be discussing about the safety in Leh Ladakh with respect to the terrorist attack which happened in Pahalgam in Kashmir, which was a very sad incident. But Ladakh and Kashmir are far apart, so if you are someone who has planned their trip to Leh Ladakh in April, May, June, July, or any time in this summer, so do not be scarred by the incident that happened in Pahalgam, because that particular incident is miles away from where Ladakh is situated, and Ladakh is a place which is very safe and tourist friendly at the same time, clubbed with the fact that no militant issue has really been targeted in Ladakh for eternity, I would say. Like, even during the Kargil war, there was no such casualties or incidents which happened in Ladakh which involved any kind of bloodshed in Ladakh region. So if you are someone who's planning a trip to Leh Ladakh in the summer, go ahead with your trip. Do not be scared or do not be wary about what has happened. Just the fact that have a postpaid SIM card with one of you all on the trip, so that your family and friends back at home do not worry because you do not have network along the journey. And when you're going on your trip, just have your trip planned well so that you're not stuck in any place without any kind of assistance in terms of accommodation or transportation. Now, coming back to the people who are planning their trip to Leh Ladakh via Srinagar, because a lot of people end up coming to Leh Ladakh with their journey starting or ending in Srinagar. Now, keep in mind that Pahalgam is roughly around 90-95 kilometers from Srinagar, so that's a couple of hours, at least 2-3 hours away from Srinagar, which is the capital of Kashmir. So if you're planning on starting your trip from Srinagar, I would say that it is not a bad option. It is whatever happened in the forest area of Pahalgam, which is away from where Srinagar is. And ever since this incident has happened, there's already army deployed in Srinagar and the rest of Kashmir, so there's a high alert. So by default, things will be more secure than what it was when this incident happened. If you have already made your reservations by flight to Srinagar, carry on. Do not go to change it. If you can change your tickets and you're feeling unsafe, you can change your tickets and fly straight to Leh. If you're really paranoid and you're really uncomfortable to travel to Leh Ladakh with this current situation, then go ahead and cancel your tickets, because peace of mind is more important than anything else. But if you are unable to cancel your tickets or your journey or postpone it for whatever reason and you need to go ahead, I would personally say that do not be worried about what has happened. It has happened, and Srinagar wasn't the area where all of this has happened in. So by default, if you're coming to Srinagar, just cut short your time in Srinagar. I would say land in Srinagar and you can stay a night and then bounce straight from Srinagar to Leh, and do the journey one day from Srinagar to Leh and reach Leh on day 2 or day 3, depending on how you want to proceed with your journey. Other than this, if you are someone who's looking at flying into Leh, that would be a more advisable option if fear has gripped you, because flying into Leh bypasses the entire Srinagar journey. So this way your entire part of coming to via Srinagar and Kashmir will be cut off and you will directly reach Leh. But if that is not possible and your tickets are already booked up and down via Srinagar, it's either you trust in the system, what is the government will take care of, and what it is currently, because you can always ask your local contacts whether you're booked with the travel agency or the homestay if you're directly booked, or even the taxi guys who you have pre-booked with, and you can check the ground reality of what is happening other than what the news channels are giving you, and then you'll get a good idea of whether the place is safe and secure for your travel, or if it's not up to it and you're still having any kind of anxiety or worries about traveling, then do not go ahead, because there's no point going on holiday to a place which is going to keep you anxious and worried about it. So this is the fact that Ladakh overall is extremely safe. So do not make it an issue that Ladakh is also affected because of what has happened in Pahalgam. Even Srinagar, for that matter, is safe. It has happened in Pahalgam and it is not happened in Srinagar, and it is not going to bother any kind of tourist activity in Srinagar when it comes to transportation or accommodation in Srinagar. So it's a choice that you and your group have to personally make, because flights will be taking in and out, the buses and the local vehicles also will be moving up and down, because like they say, life gets back to normal, and unfortunate incidences and sad things like these do happen when are people are brutal towards towards our own mankind. But other than this, Ladakh is extremely safe. You will not find any kind of militant activity or any kind of terrorism in and around Ladakh. No matter how remote a place Ladakh is, you will always find kind and welcoming people who will go out of their way to make you feel safe and secure and comfortable. So do not worry and do not spoil your summer holiday to Ladakh if you have already pre-planned it. If you're planning on going to Leh Ladakh and you're worried, book directly. If you haven't booked anything, book directly to Leh, and you can return via Manali when the road to Manali opens, maybe in the first week or second week of June. So now this is all that we have to update you about Leh Ladakh and the safety post the terrorist attack. So till our next video about Leh Ladakh, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.